I made a big mistake when I was working on my private pilot's training, and I think it matters to you right now. So, I'm going to tell you about it. Just working on a little project here. It'll show up in a future video. So, first of all, I ought to tell you a little bit about myself, and I guess the way I learn. I was always that guy who kind of irritated his teachers. Not that I was the dumb kid or the bad kid, although I do have a naughty streak. But they always thought that I had more potential and that I wasn't living up to my potential. It also annoyed them that I never seemed to be paying attention in class, but I still always passed all the tests. I was a slightly above average student without even trying. And that's where it became a problem when I started flying. You see, I approached aviation just like I approached every other class I've ever taken in life. I bought the ground school that the flight school gave me, and I sat there and I watched the video and I took the little quiz, and then I watched the next video and I took the little quiz, and that was all the studying that I did. That's all I've ever done in every other class in life. But it doesn't work that way in flying, at least not for me. I don't think I'll ever forget that first practice test that I took for my private pilot written exam. I think I got a 45% on it, and I didn't know what to think. It just doesn't work that way for me. I ended up studying my brains out for the next 2 months, and I passed that test with flying colors, and I went on to take the instrument test, the instrument flight ground instructor, instrument flight instructor, fundamentals of instructing, advanced ground instructor, commercial pilot, part 135, and I'm getting ready for my flight instructor written as we speak. I think that's all of them. I'm having trouble remembering. But anyway, the point is that I went on to pass all the rest of the tests without much trouble because I took them more seriously. Train's coming. Here they come. Can you see them? There they go. Alright, back where it's less noisy. Now, you may have already figured out why I think this matters to you right now, but if you haven't, I'll tell you now. Chances are that COVID has you at least with more time on your hands. Even if you're not just sitting around at home like a lot of people are, you're, not able to go out, not able to do things, so you're spending more time at home. And you have an option of what you can do with that time. You could sim, you could game, or you could do ground school and study for your next test. If you want to become a pilot, start working on the private pilot stuff. There's a lot to learn there. And now you have the time to dedicate to learning it. Now you might be one of those who have lost more than just your extra time. You might be short on money too, thanks to COVID. A lot of us are, myself included. But there are some ways that you can still prepare for your test. Go to the FAA website. There are some really good books on there that you can read that will help prepare you for the next test and will help you to prepare you to be a pilot. They're called the Airplane Flying Handbook, and if you want to become an instrument pilot, the Instrument Pilot's Handbook, I think it is, something like that. Should have looked those up. But there's a lot of free publications on the FAA website. I think you may be able to also join the FAA Wings program and take some free courses. AOPA offers some free stuff. And so there's a lot of ways that you can prepare yourself and start preparing yourself to become a pilot and to pass those written tests, even now, even without money. And as I said before, those written tests are no joke. So they are worth preparing for, at least in my experience and the experiences of most people that I know. My dream in starting this channel was not to allow you to live vicariously through me or to show you that I'm this cool pilot and to do all kinds of cool pilot stuff for you to watch. It's to encourage you to pursue your dreams, especially if they are aviation-related dreams. So if that's you, go out there, start studying, and get ready for that next test. And if you enjoyed that, and if you want to see more of this, please do all the YouTuber stuff, like this video, comment on it, and subscribe to my channel, so that you can see the next video that I put out that will hopefully also help you on your way to becoming a pilot or whatever you want to do. Also of note, I took the plunge early and started a merch line, so you can stuff like this. There's a link in the description down below if you're interested. And also, for those of you that stuck it out to the end, there's a giveaway. I've got 2 of these, and I only need 1 because I only wear 1 at a time. So if you want something like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel and comment down below. I don't know, just comment something. Comment what you think of this video. Tell me your feedback. And eventually, once it gets enough traction, somebody will win one of these. So do that. Chances are you'll have a pretty good chance of winning because I don't have many subs yet. So, make your chances count.